When it comes to versatility, I think this pedal takes the cake. It is able to do anything you need it to do. And that's the function of this. This is more of a utility pedal than it is anything else. Today, we look at the Silktone Expander. is up, YouTube? My name is Buddy Blues, and it's Small Business Tuesday. Charles from Silktone has been working on this tirelessly. He told me about it when he first started. He's been working on this tirelessly, and he's had so many different iterations of it until he finally got to this. Please do not think of this as an overdrive. Do not think of this as a distortion or a fuzz. Think of this as a preamp. Think of it as a studio tool. If you've ever seen those big fancy studios that have all these big knob stuff thingies that go into and record stuff, I don't know how any of that stuff works. Think of it as that. This is some high grade stuff. He's using JFETs on the input and on the output. It does any and everything you want it to, and this is an always on monster. Germanium transistors on the inside. Let's see what's on the outside. Volume. That's volume. Choke, that controls the fullness, the body, the low end of this here preamp thing, machine. Go this way, you get more bass. Go that way, you get a tighter, aggressive sound. Gain is gain. Here's the thing about the gain though. It's got, you know how you hear on famous overdrives like, let's say, the Klon. After 3 o'clock, it comes alive on a fuzz pedal. You gotta dime it for it to come alive. I don't know how he does that. I think it's the JFETs. I may be wrong. But this just works everywhere. This has become my favorite thing about pedals. When I put the gain on 0, if the pedal dies, why? This one doesn't do that. I love that. So gain on 0, choke wherever you want, volume up. That's your always on remarkableness. You can even put the gain a little bit up if you'd like, a tiny bit of edge of breakup. This really simulates like the first tube of an amp, you know. It hits it. So anyway, gain is gain. 0 is very good sparkle, a good punch. You keep adding, you go from, you know, that sparkle that we just spoke about to light overdrive, to distortion, and into fuzz, into absolute fuzz, into a germanium fuzz. It does that. Then you have a switch here. 3-way switch. All the way to the left is your darkest setting. This is for Sasha specifically. All the way to the right is your brightest setting. This is for me. This is what he calls the always on setting. And all the way in the middle, the middle is going to be your default setting, you know, the standard pretty much. What's that story with the oats, the girl and the oats and the bears? Anyway, now here's my gripe with this pedal. Because it sounds so good here on 0 gain, or maybe 8 o'clock gain, like about here, because it sounds so good, and because this gain setting sounds so good, it makes me think, damn it, I need two. I need one at the end of the board that does the always on thing, and I need one as a main drive. Or I need one at the beginning to be my preamp, again, 0 gain, perhaps 8 o'clock gain, whatever, high on the volume, and then the other one later down in the board when my drive stuff begins, I would like one with the gain at like 1 or 2 o'clock. That would be remarkable. You know what? That would be so damn remarkable to the point where I think I need another one for this demo to show you that. I've never tried it with 2 because I don't have to, but I know someone that could get me to right away.
What's up, dude?
Well, if it isn't my favorite amp builder.
What? Do you know what time it is?
Yeah, it's 6 o'clock in the morning.
Dude, it's 3 o'clock. 3 a.m. What's up?
Oh. Anyway, so I'm showing the people the expander, right? And I'm telling them, I could just finish telling them that how good it sounds like if I put it at the beginning and use it as a preamp with the gain like very low and the volume up, or if I put it all the way in the back as a end of the chain type thing. And if I had another one and I could just use that, you know, if I could just like use the other one as like one as a main drive, one as the preamp, you know, you can stack them. So I kind of need another one.
I kind of fell back asleep. I have no idea what you just said. This couldn't wait till like 10 a.m. What do you need?
I mean, another expander. Can you not teleport me one? Didn't you build like a teleporting machine a second ago?
Yeah. Yeah, all right. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, my hand is extended. I'm ready. Nice.
Okay. Never call me again, okay?
Okay, deal. Thanks. Okay, I'm going to show it to the
Okay.
people now. Bye, Charles. Thanks, Charles.
Bye.
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 Why do people sleep at night? Okay, that's what we're going to do now. Okay, I'm going to put one at, I'm going to do exactly what I described. We're going to do it with both. Let's get to it. Silktone Oxbox, let's get to it. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you have now heard the Silktone Expander with another Silktone Expander. This was the best idea. This was the best idea ever. This thing is remarkable. And the moment I played it, this is in all serious now. The moment I played it, the first thing I said, Charles immediately, he looks at the tracking number and follows it and follows it and follows it. So when I got it, he texted me, he said, so what do you think? I'm like, dude, I'm not even home. It's literally at the front of the doorstep. Let me get to the house and play it. I got to the house and I played it. And the first thing I thought, because I read the marketing blah, whatever, that they have to write to survive as companies. I read the marketing thing, and the marketing thing says, it acts amazing as a always on thing, and then within the marketing blurb it says it acts amazing as an overdrive or a drive. But anyway, I'm not telling you to buy two, but I'm telling you, if you buy one, you should, you know what I'm saying. You know what needs to happen. You heard it. Let your ears do the thinking for you. A huge thank you to Charles from Silktone for including me in this release. This thing is remarkable. He worked really hard on it, and he worked on it hard enough to where he got it exactly the way he's wanted it to sound at exactly the price it deserves to be. This is not expensive. If this is your first Small Business Tuesday, welcome. If it's not, welcome back. What we do with Small Business Tuesday, ladies and people, is we like to give a voice to the companies that are not the conglomerates of the world. We like to push them. We like to lift them up because they're the ones that are doing the coolest stuff. This is not another overdrive. It's another This is not another overdrive because you heard it at the lower gain. I don't have to sell you anything. If he sells 1 million of these, I make $0. Let's be honest here. You heard it. Be honest with yourself at this point. This thing is rad. Please consider liking this video if you liked it. Consider disliking this video if you disliked it. Write me a thesis, like a PhD thesis, and defend it as to why you didn't like this video. I think this video was swell. We did wake Charles up though. That's gonna upset him. He's gonna call me later on. He's gonna be upset. He'll be fine. I forgot he's in California and I'm in Florida. There is a time difference in the world. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I have been Buddy Blues. You have been the people of the blues. Until next time. Thank you for watching.